There is cabin crew hierarchy, so don't think that it's just about becoming a cabin crew. There's career growth in the career of being a cabin crew, and that is exactly what we are going to talk about today in my channel. My name is Yetunde Adeyemi and I'm a senior cabin crew member. As of 2020, I was a VIP cabin crew, but right now I am back to commercial aviation. I am back to commercial aviation because there's a professional goal that I'm trying to attain and reach, and for me to go back there, going back to commercial aviation is one step closer to my goal. So I'm definitely going to do a uniform reveal where I reveal the airline that I currently work for, and click the notification button so that when the video is out, you'll be one of the first people to see it. So today I'm going to be talking to you about career progression in the cabin crew. Some people might like, after becoming a cabin crew, what else? What next? It's a question you should ask yourself, because being a cabin crew is not just about takeoff and landing, serving tea and coffee. There's career progression. I am going to concentrate on Nigerian aviation. In Qatar, Emirates, Etihad, it's economy class. After flying the economy class for 2 years, but for those who go in as experienced, most times it's between 6 to 8 months, you apply for first class cabin crew. After being a first class cabin crew, you apply to become a cabin senior. After after you've flown as a cabin senior for a certain amount of years, depending on you as a person, you apply for cabin service director. However, in Nigerian aviation, it's quite different. I'm talking for the local airlines. Now, after you're employed as a cabin crew, the airline that you work for has a minimum number of years you must have operated as a cabin crew member before you apply for the next position. Now, the next position is senior cabin crew or a purser. After you apply for that role and you have successfully been in that role for a few number of years, you can either apply to become an instructor or you can go for an instructor's course. However, depending on the airline, like I said, you can also go move forward with your career by applying to become a line trainer. Who is a line trainer? A line trainer is someone who line checks senior cabin crews on their flights. So you can apply for that role if that role is available in the airline that you work for. And after becoming a line trainer, for successfully being a line trainer, you can also apply for the role of cabin crew instructor. Most times when the airline you work for train you as a cabin crew instructor, they will bond you. That is, you will have to work for them for a number of years. It could be 5 years, it could be 4 years, depending on the airline. And this is because the airline has made an investment in you by making you a cabin crew instructor. And so, however, another thing that some senior cabin crew do is they go for an instructor course, and once they go for an instructor course, they come back and apply to become a cabin crew instructor. They might not remain in the airline. Some decide to render their services to training schools, and they use that as a pathway to becoming a full-time cabin crew instructor. Now, after becoming a cabin crew instructor, you can also become either a training manager, a cabin crew training manager, or cabin crew manager. They are two different things. A cabin crew training manager is not the same as a cabin crew manager. So, and let me even explain the difference so that you will know. A cabin crew training manager is the person who organizes all the trainings for crew. They are the ones that know when it's due, when this is particular set of cabin crew are due for recurrence. Most times they take them off flights. You are aware, maybe they send you an email, they send you a text message. To even you as a cabin crew, you will know when you are due to go back to class. So that is what the training manager does, and they arrange for crews to go on training, make sure they are up to date with their evacuation, firefighting, everything that is tied to their license. While a cabin crew manager manages the crew as a whole. The cabin crew training manager reports to the cabin crew manager. So what a cabin crew manager does is manage the cabin crew as a whole, and they report to the director of cabin services. So I'm sure you understand what I mean now. All right, so that is what it's all about in the cabin crew hierarchy. If your dream is to work for Emirates, Qatar, there are other things you can do aside from being a cabin crew. Like you can join the cabin crew recruitment, but you must have been a cabin crew for a certain number of years for you to do that. So don't think that you're just going to become a cabin crew and the next thing you're going with them to recruit. No, you must have been a cabin crew for a certain number of years. You must have been tried and tested before you can get to that position. So it's not just being a cabin crew. There's a lot. They have grooming standards. They have grooming standards, so they have grooming officers. So you can join that if what you're interested in is the grooming section. And also, like I said, you can become an SCP trainer, that is a cabin crew instructor. So it all depends on you. I don't want to believe that you will join an airline without having career progression in mind. You can't just be working in a place and you are not moving forward. So think about what it is you want to achieve when you become a cabin crew. What is your goal? What is your end goal? What's your end goal to this career that you have chosen for you? As far as I'm concerned, it's the best job in the whole world. So think about it. Okay, when I become a cabin crew, what next? What next should be in your mind? So that's all for my channel today. I know you have gotten something. Don't forget to subscribe. As usual, my name is Iyetunde Adeyemi. Stay blessed.